Well, this is nice. Look around. This is what Vegas would look like if Steve Wynn only had $400. I was in Denver last week. Oh, by the way, I want to thank Carolyn and all the people at PMS 8 for really going out of their way to show me personally that money isn't everything. But I was in Denver last week. I was up and I flew into that Denver International Airport, DIA. Have you been up there? Anybody been up there? That should be called DOA, shouldn't it? We're flying and we hit a thing called a wind shear. It's a big pocket of air. And it dropped the plane like 50 feet. We were still airborne, but it dropped. It scared the daylights out of me. The pilot, he'd been through it 100 times before. He thought it was funny. Got on the intercom, started laughing. This is your pilot. See what I just did? I stood up, I said, this is your passenger. You want to come on back and see what I just did? And I was mad. When the plane stopped, I went over to the sky cap. I said, look, I got 3 pieces of luggage. I want you to send this one to Detroit, this one to Chicago, that one to Toronto. He said, I can't do that. I said, you did yesterday. I don't mind when they lose my luggage, but when they're selling it in the airport gift shop, that ticks me off, okay? And our changeover flight was on Italian Airlines. I knew it was Italian Airlines. There was hair under the wings. Okay. Now, who has been to Italy? Who's been to Italy here? Have you? Okay. Then you folks can back me up on this. It's traditional, right? A lot of the ladies do not shave under their arms. They do not shave under their arms. They put their hand on their hips, and it looks like they got Manny Ramirez in a headlock. It's just... But I'm telling you, it was nice to be in Denver because I saw my brother. My brother lives there. He's got a little barber shop. I wasn't there more than 5 minutes when a guy came in. He said, hey, can you get me in? He says, I got about 3 guys in front of you. Sit down and have a cup of coffee. He said, no, I'll come back later. Guy came back in a half hour. He said, what about now? He says, I got 2 guys, but it's not going to be that long. Come on in. You can read the paper. He said, no, I'll come back later. Guy came back in a half hour. He says, what about now? He goes, I'm just finishing up this guy. Won't be 3 minutes. Come on in. He said, you know what? I'll come back later. As soon as he left, my brother said, you know what? That guy doesn't want a haircut at all. You know what he is? He's a spy from that barber shop down the street. He said, you follow him, see where he goes. So I followed him. I came back a half hour later. My brother said, where does he go? I said, to your house. And last year at this time, I was in Texas. I was in Texas for the whole summer. Oh, Austin in August. 90 degrees, 98% humidity. It's a steam bath with handguns. I'm growing seaweed under my arms. You've heard of chia pets? I had chia pits. It's horrible, you know? And in Texas, they love the 4 alls. Football, baseball, U-all, and alcohol. And not in that order. I'm driving, a trooper pulls me over. He goes, hey, you been drinking, boy? I said, no, sir. He said, you got a 12-pack? I said, no. He goes, here, take this one, be on your way. One policeman pulled me over. He showed me a picture of my ex-wife. He said, would you date her? I said, heck no. He said, you're sober, go ahead. Texas. Anybody here from Texas? Over here? Over. I can talk slower. I'm teasing you. It's a beautiful place. It really is. Now, that's not fair of me to make fun of Texas, but that's the image. And I learned about image as I travel. Every state tries to promote their state through their image, through their license plates. We put our slogans on the license plates to promote what the states are about. New York, we're Puerto Rico without all the glamour. Wisconsin, America's dairyland. Come smell our derriere. Talk about rural. The casinos in Wisconsin have Yahtzee tables.